Dear Diary. It's another 3-day weekend in Korea. After this one, we don't have a national holiday coming up soon. So I hope all of us in Korea would just hang in there. We can do this. We got each other's back, right? Listen to Heart Attack, yap, spill some tea, and hopefully more rest will come to us. Right, guys? Welcome to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. We'll be back after Love Game by Pretty Little Iris. That was Lovin' Game by Pretty Little Iris. You guys are listening to Heart Attack, and I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Or Iris, or Iris, or Pretty Iris, whatever you want. Welcome to a Friday show, guys. It is a national holiday in Korea. It is Hyunchungil, Memorial Day, where we just take a moment to thank and remember all the lives and souls that have worked for our country. So it is a kind of sacred day today, and it is a Friday, which means we have to pre-record an episode. And so I kind of want to introduce what we're doing today. So what's happening is we're going to do, remember Pretty Little Na 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 playlist? We have that theme kind of ongoing. Once we started off with Pretty Little playlist, and then it was Pretty Little Lunar New Year playlist. Pretty Little Lunar New Year playlist. And today is going to be Pretty Little Listener Request playlist. So today we're going to be listening to some songs that you guys have requested in the past. So if you remember sending in a message once with a song request, there is a chance we will play it today. Not the one specifically you sent this week, but from, what we've gotten so far. And we have a lot of music prepared for you guys today, so I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be goody. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce the song and then I'm gonna introduce who requested it, and we'll be taking a listen to this. So I hope today can be a chill day for you guys. Just sit back and relax and enjoy. But our hour twos will be as usual. We are going to be having open heart, and our open heart will be uploaded with visual as well after our show is over. So make sure you check that out as well. So let's go listen to a song request, and I will be back. This was requested by Zhenghe. This is Still Monster by Enhypen. This is Heart Attack. I am Iris. Pretty Little Iris. We're listening to Pretty Little Listener Request playlist today. And after we're done with that in hour two, I'll be back in Open Heart. And today is finally the day. We have A&R and artist JJ joining us in the studio. So I hope you guys are excited. I know that you guys have been waiting for this day. So let's go listen to the songs you guys requested while we wait for hour two to come. This is Dum Dum by Red Velvet, requested by Tigger Shior, Love Shy by EXO, requested by SB, and Crazy by Le Seraphim, requested by Steve. That was Dum Dum by Red Velvet, Left Shot by EXO, and Crazy by Le Seraphim, requested by you guys. You guys are listening to Pretty Little Listener Request playlist. Oh, I'm good at this now. Let's go on with our request parade, request relay. This is Maple Latte by Day 6, requested by Sori. 조금씩 천천히 너에게 by 적재 and Pekka, requested by Benny. And Today by G-Dragon, requested by Sukasa. Maple latte. Have you guys tried a maple latte? I'm from the country of maples, and I've tried maple cookies. If you have too much of those, you feel nauseous. And I've had maple syrup, of course. I've had maple candy. Maple candy is really good. It's like on a stick, and it's like, I think it's almost just like hardened maple syrup, but it's in the shape of a maple leaf, and it's really cute. So I recommend that if you guys are in Canada and you want to buy souvenirs or you want to try something mapley, I recommend you try that. It's kind of hard, so you have to just melt it in your mouth. It's like a lollipop, basically. And it's just really cute. I don't think I've ever finished one because it's really sweet and it takes a long time, but it just looks pretty in pictures and it's cute. So you guys should try that. I know a lot of people buy maple cookies and I used to really like them. Maple biscuits. It's like a maple sand. For instance, there's like 2 maple cookies and then in the middle there's like maple cream, ice cream. No, not ice cream, icing cream kind of thing. I used to really like it. And so when I was in like middle high school, whenever my dad or my mom, like, they got that for me, I would eat it. And I don't really have good memories from back then because I remember I was really stressed out from food because obviously I was in a company back then. And so I remember eating the maple biscuit whenever I could, and then I kind of got sick of it. So now whenever I think of it, it kind of makes me feel a little nauseous. But I think if you like really, really sweet biscuits, you'll really like that as well. Is there anything more mapley in Canada? Probably, because at this rate, guys, I keep forgetting about Vancouver. I feel like my life in Vancouver really shaped who I am today, shaped me into who I am today. But I've just been spending so much time in one country and I haven't been going back that I'm slowly losing grasp of it. And that's just really sad, right? But then also I am Korean, so yeah, I feel like if you've lived in different countries, you would relate. So yeah, that's something on my mind. Well, guys, this is a holiday episode of Heart Attack, so let's continue on our Pretty Little Listener Request playlist. This is Keach by Ive, requested by Miles, Dinosaur by Angmu, requested by SB, and last but not least, I'm Unhappy by Espa, requested by Ahnaf. It was Keech by I've, Dinosaur by Agnew, and I'm Unhappy by Espa. Those were requested by you guys. It is almost time to end off our pretty little listener request playlist. So I feel like it was adequate for us to wrap it up with pretty little Iris request playlist. Oh, this is fun. I love being extra, guys. So we're gonna go listen to some songs that I want to listen to. So let me introduce them briefly. The first song is Boy With Love by BTS featuring Halsey. Just cause. It's a really feel-good song, and I remember when I first listened to the song, I was like, whoa, it feels so pink. And it's so sneakers pink aesthetic. Do you get what I'm talking about? It really sounds joyful to me. And the second song I want to listen to, well, the second and third song, I'm using this time slot preciously to give myself some copyright money. So we are going to listen to some songs that I wrote the lyrics for. The second song we're listening to is called Take Me Home. It's by Nabi. It is a soundtrack from a Korean drama called 마녀는 살아있다, The Witch is Alive. And I wrote this song and I also wrote the lyrics. I did the top line as well. The demo is really good too. It's all in English, but this song we rewrote the lyrics, so it's good. And of course the artist Nabi, she's a great vocalist, so we have that as well. And then we're gonna go listen to Ribbon, which is by the girl group Mimi Rose. I wrote the lyrics for the song and I think I also did a good job. So even the producer really liked this. It was one of those rare moments where I didn't have to edit anything. I just did everything. So yeah, we are going to go listen to these 3 songs, and once we're back, we will wrap our one up. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is Boy With Love by BTS featuring Halsey, followed by Take Me Home by Nabi, and lastly Ribbon by Mimi Rose, requested by Iris. It's time to move on to hour 2. This is time for Open Heart. We'll be joined by JJ in the studio. The last song of hour 1 is Yepa Yepa by Ladies Code, requested by Olga, and I'll see you guys soon. With an open heart, we want to get to know you better. Please give a warm welcome to our guest. This is Open Heart. Ever since first starting Heart Attack, a lot of you guys messaged me saying, can you play this song by this artist? We want to see this person in the studio, and so finally we have invited her here. She is an A&R, but also a close friend of mine. Please welcome JJ in the studio. Hello.
Hi.
That's so cute. Hi. Want to say hi to the listeners?
Where am I looking?
The red camera.
Hello. Nice to meet you all.
You are?
I am JJ.
And you work as a?
I am an A&R.
Wow.
And Iris's friend.
Yes. Wow. Wait, JJ, I've had so many people ask me about you on radio, so I was like, oh, I gotta call her one day. And I was like, when am I gonna do that? And I was like thinking, and today's the day. I did connect you with WTF program a few weeks ago, or a month, or
maybe
2
a month
ago,
ago, yeah.
with Xander.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was really fun. Definitely very like chill vibes and Xander's very funny, so.
Xander said you were really good.
Oh, thank you,
Xander came into the studio after that, so I was like, you worked with my friend. What was she like? And he was like, 진짜 잘했다고. Like, she was really good, so yeah. But you have to be best here.
Okay.
Because this is my show.
I saved my best for this show.
Yeah, this
Don't worry.
show. Okay, this is the real deal. Okay. Firstly, I feel like some people might be wondering, okay, Iris said herself she doesn't have a lot of friends. Where did this girly pop up from? So do you want to explain to them how you know me?
We met at an amazing place called Berklee College of Music.
Amazing?
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 We met at an amazing place called Berklee College of Music. But what's crazy is it was my last semester and your first semester. So we were like total ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, and it's so weird because even during the semester, we weren't really hanging out.
Yeah, we never met.
Yeah, until our semester was over. And then we randomly went to like this gathering.
Yeah.
And you were there.
Yeah.
But I heard so much about you.
Me too.
Because we had people like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay, so there's a girl named JJ.
Me too. I was the same way. Everyone talked about Iris. They're like, oh, Iris, Iris, Iris. I was like, oh, who is this person? But then I feel like you were
Yeah.
never around school.
Yeah, I was at home.
Yeah. And so when I finally met you, I'm like, this is finally the Iris I've been hearing of. And you were even nicer than I expected. So I was like, oh, okay, perfect.
No, your standards were probably low. No, I'm curious. Who was okay? I won't ask who. Let's not drop names.
Oh, okay. We can drop names.
What were they saying about me?
I think a lot of them were like, oh, there's this person who like worked in Korea, like as a
Yeah.
songwriter, like she's been working since she was really young and she's professional. And like, since you're moving to Korea, like you should get to know her. I'm like, oh, so for me, I was like, even though you're like 동생, I'm like, oh, so 부담스러워. Like she's a real professional. 아직 like,
Yeah.
I haven't graduated yet. So like, that's how I felt. I was like, oh, she's too professional for me. So
Really? Oh, I had no idea.
yeah.
Oh.
They're like, oh, she's famous. I was like, okay, I'm not famous, so I'm gonna be far away from her.
No, but it's crazy because you're like one of the only people I like meet regularly in Korea nowadays. I mean, because of course most our friends are still in school.
in
But
school.
oh, okay. So do you remember our first time meeting?
Yeah,
Do you-
it was at Hanju's house.
Dropping names.
Dropping names.
Shout out to Hanju. Happy graduation, Hanju. Okay, what was my first impression for you?
I think definitely I was like, wow, she's like much more like just like softer and nicer than I expected.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think like my perception of like
Yeah.
famous or like professional people in Korea is very just like cold, kind of, and
okay.
like not super friendly, you know, just very business.
Okay.
But
okay.
it was like, it really did feel like, oh, just like 동생. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, hello.
okay.
Oh.
When I first met JJ, I was like, whoa, she's so extroverted.
Oh, yeah.
Like she's like a lovable, loveful person because you were like just like so bright and all like golden retriever vibes. And I was like, I just met her and she's already so like bright to me. Like I was like, wow, she must like people.
Yeah, she's a power E.
Yeah. And also I mentioned this many times before, but I even told my other Berkeley friends, but I was like, oh, as soon as I met JJ, I knew that I would be friends with her because one of the first things she said to me was, you're so pretty.
I remember this. I was like, she is really pretty, little Iris.
Yeah.
The rumors are true, everybody. You heard it here first. Iris
Yeah.
is pretty.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to be friends with
with her.
JJ. Yeah. Alrighty. So you graduated Berkeley and now you're in the K-pop industry.
Yeah.
As a professional. How's that going along?
It's going.
You miss school?
Yeah, I miss school a lot. I think especially going to school in America, I wasn't really prepared for work life in Korea, which I'm sure like you're used to, and I've heard your stories, and I think hearing stories versus actually experiencing it is super different.
Yeah.
And so
Definitely.
that was a big learning curve, learning work culture in Korea.
Okay. And also you were on Radio Clock with Ashley doing an interview a few years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe a year or a little over a year. And time has passed and I'm assuming you went through more thick and thin. So I am excited to see what we're talking about today. But firstly, for people who don't know, can you explain what an A&R is and what you guys do?
An A&R, essentially, there's two main parts. It stands for artist and repertoire. So you can think about it as someone who works with artists and work with songs. And so there's A&Rs that work with artists, like on the entertainment company side. So the big four companies.
Yeah.
And then there's A&Rs who work in publishing. So those are people who are responsible for the songs.
Right.
So I started off working with artists. And right now I work in publishing. So I work with songs.
Ah, okay. So you know how both of the worlds work.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Oh. Okay. To the extent that is available, could you talk about some artists or projects you've worked on in the past?
I used to be an A&R for ITZY. That's just readily information available on the internet.
Yes, on the internet.
Yeah. Or like when you buy an album, my name will be like in
Yeah.
the very back. So I did one album with them.
Okay.
And then I moved into publishing. And recently I organized 2 songs for NCT 10, his Japanese album. And then I organized a song for Irene and Sergey.
Oh.
They just came back with
Yeah,
an
yeah,
album.
yeah.
And I worked on a song called Trampoline.
Yeah.
So when you're on the publishing side, you're dealing more with like contracts and like confirming the mixes and masters with the writers. So doing more communication between the company and your writers. So I took part in those.
Super talented. But surprise, surprise, you're also an artist.
Surprise.
Surprise. So you go under the name JJ and you release songs.
Yeah.
You have a new song coming out really soon.
Yeah. In like a month.
Promote it, please.
Oh.
Promote
it, please.
No, we're pre-recording, so this goes out on June 13th.
Oh my gosh.
So what day is your song coming out?
June 20th. So it'll be like in exactly a week.
Oh my gosh.
How crazy.
Okay, give us details.
Okay, so Happy for Me, it's actually a song I wrote while I was at Berkeley. Essentially, the song is about, it's talking about like some of like my best moments in life. I talk about getting into my dream school.
Yeah.
I talk about like I'm not married, but I talk about like getting married in the future and like finding love.
Yeah.
But there was one person in my life who like didn't get to see any of that. And so the song is asking that person to be happy for me as much as I am happy for them. So it's like an acoustic singer-songwriter-y song. It was recorded and everything at Berkeley. So I'm excited for it to finally come out.
Right. Okay. So make sure you guys check it out when it comes out. Let's go listen to a song and we'll talk more with JJ. This is The Chase by Hearts to Hearts. That was The Chase by Hearts to Hearts. To my knowledge, I realized that you chose the songs today.
Yeah.
Why did you choose The Chaser? The Chase.
The Chaser.
The Chase.
I chose it simply because I like it.
No, that's enough reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are listening to Heart Attack. We are joined by A&R JJ here on Open Heart. So these are questions you don't really ask your acquaintance, I feel like. Why A&R JJ? No, okay, let me rephrase. How did you start working as an A&R?
That's actually a great question. I thought about this and I like rewinded back to like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And when I came out of college, like my goal was to be a recording engineer. So like not an A&R at all.
Yeah.
And I applied to a job for like a concert staff because it kind of has to do with like engineering.
Yeah.
But then the HR team was like, how about you apply as an A&R instead?
Wow.
So I really, if you think about it, it was all by coincidence. It's all because this HR team was like, how about you try A&R?
And do you regret that choice or are you still curious about engineering? Or
I think I'm always going to be curious about engineering since it was my major, but I definitely don't regret going into being an A&R because I learned so much. But definitely it was one of those things where I was so unprepared because I didn't major in business. I didn't really know anything deeply about being an A&R until I started becoming one.
Yeah.
But it's all thanks to the HR guy.
HR guy.
Shout out.
Well, I've heard this story many times before, that's why. And A&R engineer, I feel like some of our listeners, if they're not like familiar with music, might be thinking like engineer. Engineer in music is just like, could you explain? Like
Is audio engineer.
Yeah, audio engineering.
So not like mechanical engineer.
Wait, what was your major?
It was music production engineering and songwriting.
MP&E.
Yeah.
Apparently, guys, MP&E is hard to get into. It's not a you don't just choose MP&E major at Berkeley. Like you gotta audition for it.
Yeah, you gotta apply.
And you got in.
Yeah.
It means she's elite compared to other Berkeley students. Only the elites at Berkeley.
No.
No, I shouldn't say this. Sorry to all my friends that didn't get into
Sorry
it.
to all the other majors.
Yeah, but anyway, okay, so you did double majoring. Oh, and I heard from other students that you really went like hardcore during school. Like you just did like straight semesters and
Yeah.
you graduated so early. Is there a reason why you did that?
I think it's mostly just because like mostly probably because of like time wise and money wise. Yeah, because if you do 2 majors it takes 5 years, but I finished within 4 years instead, so yeah, that's mainly why.
Okay. And as an A&R, what does your day look like? Like what are some jobs you have to take care of?
I think when you work in publishing, one of the main ones is pitching. So artists are going to send you leads saying like, we want a song that sounds summery or like within 120 BPM. Then we go through our inventory of songs and look for songs that go well with that. So that's one, pitching. And then also looking over contracts and negotiations about song prices. And then a lot of confirmation of like credits, like who was on this song. and then writing lyrics, things like that. So a lot of communication going back and forth.
Right. So you're probably always like hunting for good songs and like looking out for like who the good composers are nowadays and
Yeah, essentially music publishing would do that. The publishing company I work in, we kind of focus just on our writers more than trying to find other writers. So we focus a lot on our songs and getting those out there. So
Oh, okay. So that's usually what your day looks like. Ah. Wait, so is it a 9 to 5 or is it more like a freelance?
it's more freelance for me.
Ah, okay. And do you just work on the musical stuff or do you also work on like visual stuff as well?
I don't work on visual stuff at all, but
Oh, okay.
they do a good job. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna leave it to them.
When you're not working in a publishing A&R and when you're doing more of like the like idol when you're doing that, is there some visual stuff or marketing stuff involved as well?
Not really, but you do give your opinion.
Okay.
Sometimes like the marketing team or the production visual team will like show or present their ideas, and sometimes the music team gives like some opinions, but usually each team handles their own part.
Okay. And as an A&R, is there anything you think that it's like a talent you think A&Rs must have, or for anyone that's listening that wants to become an A&R? Yeah, what's something that's helpful if you have?
Probably resilience. Probably resilience. And probably a really deep love for music, because I feel like being an A&R is one of those things where if you don't have passion for music, it's hard to survive for a long time.
Oh, and how is your passion gauge going for music so far?
Maybe going down.
Realistically.
Or I guess it's like I love music, but I think I loved K-pop in middle school and high school, and I think that love is a little bit different now when you're working in it. Like it's not really like you're a fan anymore. It's more of like business partner.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're working on a project, of course it's going to vary, but usually how long do you think it takes?
Maybe like 6 months at least.
Well, that's so long.
Yeah. If it's really short, maybe like 3-4 months. But
Okay. And when you're working on an album, there's a difference between like B-sides and titles. How, like, with what standard do you choose the title song?
I think the title song usually always has to get confirmation with all the higher ups, versus B-sides usually only needs to get confirmation from maybe like the team leader or within just the A&R team.
Yeah.
But title tracks need confirmation from literally everybody.
Are you more of do you think your music taste is more of a title track girly or more of a B-side girly?
I think I'm definitely a B-side girly.
Oh, you're a B-side girly. I'm a B-side girly
Yeah.
too. Okay. And when you're working, I feel like, because music is art, and for arts, there's so many different tastes out there. And so you're going to meet people that have different tastes than you. When that happens, how do you not fight? Or do you fight?
I think oh my gosh, that's a really good question. I think in the beginning there was some fighting because I was young and naive. But now I don't fight. Now I just say yes to everything.
You learned the smart way now.
Yeah. Now I learned, okay, just say yes to your 선배님s.
Okay. So when you're working on something, it's usually for an artist. So you probably have to know a lot about the artist as well.
Yeah, or at least like their color and their concept at the very least, and the members' names.
Oh, okay. So like, do their taste or something you study about them, like information, give an effect or impact to the songs that you listen to?
I think at the beginning it did. Like I wanted to find songs that I knew the artist would like, but I kind of realized towards later the artists aren't confirming the songs, so gotta find what the higher ups want. Yeah,
the higher ups.
Yeah,
today's episode is very realistic.
Yeah,
the higher ups. Higher ups of Arirang. I really like you. I hope you guys like me too. I'm doing my best here at Heart Attack. Woo!
Those are the people you gotta impress. Is the higher ups of Arirang.
Yes, higher ups. Where are you? Okay, wow. I feel like I'm just chit-chatting and yapping today with you. This doesn't feel like an interview at all. Okay, Iris, be professional. Higher ups are looking at you. Higher ups are watching. Okay. Is there a memorable project that you worked on? It could be memorable for many reasons.
Memorable? I guess, I mean, the most memorable would probably be the first album I worked on, which is Cake for ITZY.
Okay, tell us your experience. I know you're censoring.
I'm like, what was my experience? I mean, it was a really fun, just summer album, and I really do love the B-sides on that album a lot.
Okay.
There's a song called None of My Business that I really like. I
Yeah.
recommend it to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, and it really taught me the process of how an album gets made for K-pop idols. So I learned a lot, like in terms of from like song selection to contracts to recording,
Yeah.
picking the lyrics, dividing the parts, and then release day.
Yeah.
And then we monitor all the things that the fans say and that people are, we monitor everything.
Yeah.
And then report that, and then we go on to the next.
Wait, talking of monitoring, how do you like just internet and just
We
everywhere?
go everywhere, like Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. We read all the comments, everything.
So you know what people are saying?
Yeah, of course.
And it helps, or
I think so. I think it definitely gives perspective of, oh, these are the types of songs that the fans are liking, and it kind of confirms like, oh, okay, so we chose a good song.
right?
So I think the fans' input is super important, and we see everything.
Okay, listeners, they see everything.
Yeah.
So go comment your opinions on each comeback. Be nice. Humans are reading this.
Yeah.
Be nice, guys. Interesting. Okay. And what's the music scene like right now? What's the trend?
That's a great question. I think the trend these days probably is just copying the West, most likely.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
okay.
going to be summer soon, so
Yeah.
I foresee many
Ah.
bright, summery songs coming up in the future.
Okay. And this is really random, but I just thought of it. Since our listeners have been listeners of Arirang for a very long time, they also know Sam, because Sam was the DJ for the 4 p.m. show. And you also, like, while working, you saw Sam as well. Yeah, so this is like, guys, it's all connected. Like,
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody knows each other.
No, I remember you told me when you like met Sam, you were like, oh, I saw Iris a few days ago. And I was like, oh, I don't even see Sam anymore. Like, he's probably going to be like, oh, cool. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, fun fact of the day. Okay, so you think trends is just like, it's, because personally for me, I feel like there's not really like a huge trend, because I feel like idols are all different and their concepts are all different and distinct. So like you said, maybe trends can follow seasons, but I don't think there's like a everybody's gonna do trap beat right now kind of thing in the K-pop scene. Yeah, everybody is unique. Okay. We're gonna go listen to one more song and we'll be back. This song, did you choose it because you just like it too much by Mark?
I chose it mainly because I thought it's like really cool that Mark like talks about his faith in this album.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that's like really admirable that he talks about Christianity in like a K-pop album. So I thought that was really cool, and I chose it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because of course, sometimes artists really like talk about themselves in a album or a song. So, alrighty, let's go check out this song, and we'll be back, guys. Hope you enjoy. This is Too Much by Mark. I suddenly had a question. If you were to work with me and you are my A&R, what type of genre or like vibe of song do you think you'd try to choose for me?
That is such a good question.
It is. I just thought of it on spot.
I like the first thing that came to mind was something similar to like New Jeans' style.
Oh, okay.
Like I think that style would suit you very, very much. Yeah, so maybe we gotta hit up New Jeans' A&R.
Hit up, okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, can you give us some other songs?
Let's make Iris Company, A&R, JJ, artist, Iris, that's it.
Yeah.
We have no other staff
No other
members.
staff.
We can have Hanju to drive us around.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Well, this is TMI. That's another Berkeley friend. Yeah. Okay. And I feel like I want to talk about your artistry more as well. So since we're on the topic of genres, what genre mostly do you make for your artist music?
I write mostly in like the singer-songwriter acoustic pop style.
Okay.
Yeah.
And recently I saw videos on your Instagram of you in like a cottage. What was that?
That was my music video for my most
Okay.
recent release called Just Your Mistake. It's also just like an acoustic ballad.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of you guys can go search up her songs, JJ's songs, on your streaming site. The reason why, despite all of you guys messaging us to listen to JJ's song, we don't play it's because it's not in our system, unfortunately. But you guys should go do that like right now.
Thank you.
right now. And speaking of messages, we have a message from RVN asking, JJ, question for JJ, any plans on doing a collaboration in the future?
Collaboration?
Yeah.
That's such a good question. Like a feature, maybe?
Maybe.
I think I would love to one day, but I think I gotta figure out my style and my sound before I start featuring other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're kind of ping-ponging back from like artist JJ and A&R JJ, but another A&R question. Is there a habit that's driven from your career?
I think I have a few habits. One of them is I follow so many writers and producers on Instagram. And so when I'm like going through my stores, I'm like, who is this? And then I realize it's like a famous songwriter.
Right.
So that's one thing. And the other thing is whenever I listen to a song, the first thing I look at is the credits. I'm like, okay, who was on this song?
Right.
So I think those are two big habits that come from my job.
When you're listening to music, do you tend to see yourself analyzing at all?
I think so.
Okay.
I think especially even like song form or like the mix, I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Like, because most like Western songs, you know, go like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse two. But Korean songs are like not like that at all. K-pop songs have like totally different sections.
Yeah.
It'll suddenly go into like a group chant or whatever.
Never-ending studying.
Yeah. So I think I do analyze quite a bit.
And as an artist, an A&R, a songwriter, and human JJ, the songs you listen to, are they like all different?
Yeah, so
Like your
different.
taste?
Yeah, so different.
How different are they? Like in what way?
I think like A&R, like I listen to a lot of K-pop obviously, but and a lot of the reference tracks, which are usually just like Western pop songs.
Yeah.
And then as an artist, I listen to a lot of like singer-songwritery, acoustic comp music, like Casey Musgraves or like Tiny Habits. And then just JJ, I feel like I listen to a lot of like jazz and R&B, but it has no influence on my music. My music is not jazzy.
Just your taste.
Yeah, it's just my taste.
Oh, okay. Wow, just all types of music.
Yeah.
You listen to CCM as well, right?
Yeah, I do.
Every type of music, really. Interesting. Out of 100, how satisfied are you with your career right now? Like your job as an A&R?
In case the higher ups are watching,
Yeah, it's
like
okay.
110%.
Wow, born to be A&R. Okay. I feel like a lot of people, you know how listening to music is a way of healing? Is that for you as well?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't get tired of listening to music?
I don't think so, yeah.
Wow.
Do you?
I get tired. When I want to heal, I never listen to music.
Oh, really?
I think for me, it's really, I try to make it really distinctive and like,
Oh, okay. Like music is work
yeah,
and like relaxing is
it's relaxing. Yeah.
I mean, I did have a phase where I would listen to like ocean sounds and like fire crackling ASMR because I listened to so much music all day. I needed like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So I would listen to like ocean sounds ASMR.
Oh.
I recommend that.
Yeah, it's peaceful.
It really is.
Low key, it is. And were you always dreaming in having a career in the music industry?
I think so. I think when I was younger, I always wanted to be like a singer. But I think when I went to college, it was more like, okay, like what are some other roles in the industry that I can do? So that's why I became interested in like engineering and songwriting, etc.
So there was nothing else that you were like, I want to be a chef or
I
like.
wanted to be a pastry chef.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
When I was like in 5th grade. But you know, they have to wake up at like 2 a.m. to break bread.
Yeah.
That's a no-go for me. And I realized I like eating bread. I don't
Right.
think I like making bread.
Yeah.
Which you would relate.
Yeah. So thank you to all the bakers out there that
Yeah.
wake up at 2 a.m.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Feed Iris and JJ. Thank you.
Our bread. Like, where would you be without the pastry chef, Cyrus?
I won't be here.
You won't be.
I'll be in another. Yeah, let's not get too deep.
Yeah.
But we gotta go have bread soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
do.
have bang diaries often together. So, and you said you were always kind of interested in music, but what are your other hobbies?
I like cooking for sure. And I like riding bikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kind of athletic?
No.
Just bikes.
Just bikes. Oh, I do like dancing though. I go to dance academy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what genre?
Mostly like K-pop and hip-hop. I danced since I was like in high school. And so that stuck with me. And I do like reading, which I know you like reading. So
Wait, you're also really good at writing.
Thank you.
No, because sometimes on your Instagram, you kind of write
Yeah.
essays and short writings.
Yeah.
And is that a way to, I don't know, is it a hobby? Is it a way to keep yourself inspired? Or is it a way to relieve stress?
I think all of those. And also maybe it's like, I realize not everything needs to be a song or like lyrics. Some things can just be writing. So that's why I write those little essays.
Okay.
It's like my little thoughts.
Right. You also do performances and shows time to time.
Yeah.
Was it last year that you did your show? Yeah. I went to JJ's show last year and
She did.
so many people came.
Oh.
Yeah, so many people
But the
came.
most important person was Iris.
Aw, I'm gonna tell everyone that came that day. Hanju, I was the most important person. Yeah, and you're so good at singing live as well, and I'm really hoping you do more shows in the future.
You too. I went to an Irish show now that I think about it. I was thinking about that earlier today. Iris also has shows, guys.
I won't for a while, but JJ, you should have more shows.
Okay, I'll try. Maybe we should have a show together.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should, yeah.
Summer. Let's plan
Yeah.
it.
Wait, are you actually like planning on doing more offline work as an artist, like shows or gigs?
Yeah, I think so. Like whenever the opportunity presents itself, I definitely am willing to do it. So
Let's tell them your Instagram username.
it's Julia, Julia dot as in period,
Yes.
and then Jang, Jahng.
JHANG.
Oh, Jahng.
JAHNG.
NG.
Or go into Pretty Little Iris's following list and just write J and
You'll
she's
find
gonna
it.
pop up. Yeah, just write
Yeah.
J. Yeah, so follow JJ so you have updates on our new songs, on our new gigs, on our new whatever she works on in her life. Yeah.
Bang Diaries.
Yes, Funk Diaries. You're gonna be like, oh, they met Iris and JJ. Let's go listen to one more song. Do you want to? Is there a reason why you chose a song, Perfume, or?
Oh, I just like NCT.
Yeah, it's our second NCT song
Song.
today. Okay, we'll be back after Perfume by NCT 도재정. That was Perfume by NCT 도재정. Do you have a dream artist you want to work for as an A&R? I know the answer, but I'm kind of curious.
Oh, what is the answer?
Because I'm curious if it changed. Because I remember you mentioned this when we were just hanging out in Berkeley.
Who did I say? Was it like Sam Kim or something?
Yeah, it was Sam
Oh,
Kim.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
it was Sam Kim.
Yeah, I would still love to work with him. I don't know where he is, but
Probably somewhere.
somewhere in Seoul.
Oh, okay. Any other idols or Western artists too?
Maybe NCT one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific NCT unit you want to work with, or
I think any unit would be great, but maybe 127.
127? I think I know why, but I'll just be quiet. I'm gonna save our JJ.
Thank you.
Ooh, okay. And again, I'm going back to artist questions. As an artist, is there something you want to do? Like, I want to do like a concert here, or I want to release an EP with this genre of song. Like, what are your goals as an artist?
I think this year my goal is to release 10 songs, so I'm working on that.
Wait, 10 as in EP, single, full?
They're all singles. Yeah.
10?
Yeah, 10 singles.
That's almost one a month. Wait, it's
Yeah.
June right now, so
So they're all gonna go bam, bam, bam. I think 2 a month.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I don't know, but
How many do you have ready?
I have like 2, 3 ready right now. And so hopefully we'll get to 10 by December.
Wait, so you're doing your A&R work, and then you're also writing your own songs. How do you keep up with this productivity?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Oh, so you do both. Isn't
Yeah.
it tiring physically?
I think physically it's fine, but more like mentally balancing all those things can be a little bit difficult. But here we are.
Do you think differently? Like, you know how when we're speaking Korean and when we're speaking English, it's kind of different. When you're in A&R JJ mode and then when you're in artist JJ mode, is it kind of different, do you think?
Yeah, I think so, because like A&R, you're thinking about a lot of other people, but when I'm doing artist stuff, I'm only really thinking about myself.
Oh, okay. Do you work with other people too when you're doing your own songs?
Like other producers?
Yeah, other producers, or like do you have A&Rs for your own, or like
No, not at all. Nobody
oh
for my artist stuff, just me
So
and
when
my mom.
Oh, we gotta give shout out
Oh,
to
to
your
mom.
sweet mother.
Thank you, mom.
JJ 어머님. yeah. I mean, I've seen her before as
Yeah.
well, and she's so sweet, and she's so. You guys have like similar vibes.
Yeah.
All very cottagecore vibes. I remember when I first saw your mom, you were like, "엄마, Iris, this is the girl that works at Arirang," and I was like, "네, 맞아요, Arirang. Yeah, it's me.
That's
So,
me.
yeah, is she's doing well? Yeah, she's probably watching this right now, right?
Hopefully.
Say. You want to say something to your mother?
Hello, mommy.
So cute. Say something to your sister too. Shout out to your sister as well.
Oh, fighting Sonia, you got this.
So yeah, I saw her like twice, I think.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Wait, that reminds me of your birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. The
should do it
cake
again.
was really good.
Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
You
yummy.
should do it again. It's soon.
Yeah. In
And-
July. We'll do it again.
You
guys
have
are invited.
plans?
No, I have no
Everybody's
plans.
invited.
But you guys are invited.
Okay, as long as there's cake, I'll go.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
let me know. Send me an invitation.
I shall.
Yeah, okay. We do have some more time to chit chat. I'm done with the official questions, but is there anything more you want to promote?
How about we promote Iris's songs?
No, we're not promoting my song. Okay, there was a question that I skipped in the beginning because I thought it was too much about me. But there was a question asking what kind of student was Iris like at Berkeley?
I'm pretty sure you were very studious.
I was
you?
very,
Yeah.
no, I got the highest GPA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at Berkeley.
Wow. Oh
But
my
then
gosh,
at
so
the same
You are
time-
studious.
No, but then at the same time, come on.
That's why I couldn't see Iris. Is she's too busy studying.
No, but then for me, the rumors, should I say, that I heard of JJ, it was like she's really like caring and she's so sweet. It's not a rumor, it's
It's
true.
a rumor, actually. She's caring as sweet. That's a rumor.
No, it was like she's so caring, she's so sweet. And so when I just heard that, I was like, oh, if she's so nice and sweet and caring, maybe we might not vibe. Because I don't think I'm like a sweet, caring person. So I was always like, oh, I assume that she's friends with all the sweet, caring younger students. And so I think that's why like either of us kind of tried to like reach out and like hang out. Although we heard so many things from like
Yeah.
Nathan and Ginny.
Yeah.
Dropping more names.
Shout out Ginny and Nathan.
Shout out Ginny and Nathan. I was just texting Nathan today as well. Go text him too.
Oh, okay.
We'll take a selfie and send it to him later.
Oh, okay, good, good.
Anyway, there was another question saying if you could go back to student JJ, what would you tell yourself?
I think I'll tell her.
Are you sad?
No. I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, what would I tell her? I think I'll tell her that she's doing a good job and not everything is like the end of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything shall pass.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
We are going to go take a short song break and we'll be back to say goodbye, guys. This is Save Me by BTS. It's time to say goodbye. JJ, how was your time at Heart Attack and why was it your favorite Arirang experience?
It was the best time ever. 진짜 I was so 편해. 너무 편했어 because it's with Iris and I'm so grateful that you invited me.
Please be back in the future.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, we'll meet outside.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for being with us today.
Of course.
The last song for today is 마지막 사랑 by 015B. And as always, guys, thank you so much for listening. With all my heart, this has been Heart Attack, made by producer Chung Hae-won, writers 장문경 and Kim Kyung-won, and I have been your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye, JJ.
Bye.